Okay, so I'm Angie, and I'm a Beyond Quantum Healing, BQH, and a QHHT Practitioner. And I'm here with Christy Campbell, and we're starting this live session. We just did the induction. Can you tell me the first thing that you see as you've come down, or the first thing that you feel?
I'm walking in the grass by the beach. It's on a sunny day.
That's great. Can you look down at your feet? Are you wearing shoes?
I don't have shoes.
Yeah. What do your feet look like? Are they human feet? Are they girl feet or men's feet?
It looks like my feet here.
Yeah. And you don't have any shoes on?
Mm-mm.
Can you look up your body and see what you're wearing? What kind of clothes you're wearing?
I have on like a dress. I thought of like the Hawaiian looking dress.
Oh,
Looks
nice. What color is it? Can you see the colors?
it's like a burgundy, kind of like looks like it's frayed, like it's almost like a caveman though, kind of like a caveman garment.
Oh, really? So it's kind of looks old or worn out or what? Or it's not
Yes,
from this time period or
it looks like how the cavemen, how the women wore a thing over like one side of their shoulder.
oh, okay. Can you look
And
at
then,
your hands and see if do you have any jewelry on?
no
No.
jewelry. Now my hands and everything is looking like just kind of bigger, like bigger hands and wider feet and legs, like stump looking, like kind of caveman.
So you're looking different. Your body's looking different then.
hmm
Um, do you feel like you're young or older? Do you feel like you're a young adult or you're older or what?
I'm like a mother. Look, mother age.
Oh yeah, like you're maybe 20s or 30s, something like that. Kind of
hmm
young mother age or what? Or
Yeah.
older. Okay. Well, let's look around and see if anyone is there with you. Is anyone around you?
So far, I don't see anybody.
Yeah, let's move forward to a time in that space where something is happening. You might be with a family or some people possibly having dinner. Maybe we can go to your house or some sort of an event.
She's still standing there.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little while to move through the space in the beginning, and then you'll start moving easier. Just allow your feet to feel free and allow your body to feel the power in your body that you can move forward. You can ask her if there's some
Okay.
reason she's resisting, if she's resisting, or if you're just trying to get used to being there in that space.
Now she's showing. I see flashes of things happening, so it's like she's showing me her a little girl with an umbrella, like skipping on the beach, and looks happy. And it
Oh, well, that's nice.
looks like her when she's younger.
Oh, so she's showing you part of her lifetime, her early lifetime. Is there anything else she'd want to show you as a child or as she gets a little older?
And she's playing on the beach.
Is she
She's
alone
like,
there, or does she have anybody with her?
I hear people. I
So
hear the
you have,
waves mostly.
oh, nice. Are the waves pretty strong, or are they pretty quiet that day?
It's coming in like a breeze. Now when she's out there on the beach, then it's sunset. So it's a different time.
Oh, how does the sky look? Are there different colors in the sky?
It's like the red-orange color.
Oh, nice. And you said you hear some people around her?
Yeah, they're in the background. Like kids. So she's playing by herself in the sand, like making a sand castle or something.
Are the kids in the background, are they part of her friends or family, or are they just other people who are at the beach?
Maybe a brother.
Okay. Is there anything else to see in that scene before moving forward to something else?
Let's. We can move on. She'll stay here for as long as till she has to leave.
Well, let's go ahead and move on if there's nothing else to see in that scene, and see if that older part of you wants to show you anything else in her lifetime. Since she showed you herself as a little girl, maybe she'd like to show you something else as well.
Oh, so she's showing me when she's getting married. Like she looks really happy.
Is she having a big wedding with a bunch of
Mhm.
others there? Okay.
Yeah, it's on the beach too. It's like they live right there in a cave, in the cave area on the beach. But it's looks like what would be Hawaii or something like that.
Does it feel like, since they live in a cave and you are getting caveman vibes, does it feel kind of primitive then?
I see her in a white dress, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what do you see around the wedding? You said there's a lot of people. Do they have
Yeah,
food? Do they have music? What's going on there?
yeah, I hear that. I
Yeah.
see the food. It's like Hawaiian stuff. Hawaiian. I look Hawaiian, tan
Yeah,
color.
you look kind of Samoan or Hawaiian or something.
Mhm.
Is there music playing? Is someone playing music, or is it recorded
There's
music,
a
or what?
the the band that's like people playing the Hawaiian music out on the beach. The men
Oh, it sounds
like
nice, right?
that song "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." That's the
Uh-huh. Yeah,
song.
that sounds nice. And so you're there, you're having a really happy day with your husband.
Mm,
Is there anything else to see with that scene?
no, it's just a wedding
Well,
ceremony.
let's go ahead and move forward and see if there's something else she would like to show you in her life. Move forward to another event where something is happening that's
Uh,
important.
she's pregnant now, like fixing to have a baby.
Yeah, or is she excited?
Yeah, her and her husband are happy.
So it's her first baby?
Mhm. Now I do see another little 3-year-old there by her side too. So looks like this would be the second.
Yeah. And does she want to show you after the child is born? What else does she want to show you there in that scene?
Just rocking the baby, feeding the baby, and like a happy family.
That sounds nice. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward from that scene then and see what else that she would like to show you or something is happening. So what's going on now?
Now it doesn't show anything. It just went kind of dark or something, like closed eyes.
Oh, do you feel like she's passed away? Maybe she's
Seems
finished that
like it.
lifetime. Let's go
Seems
ahead
like
and let's go ahead and move back to the last day in her life then, when she was alive. And look at the last day in her life, and if she's experiencing any kind of pain or discomfort, you can just be an observer. You don't have to experience it. And let's see what it's like on the last day of her life. Are there people around her? What's going on?
she's in bed. She's elder, like coughing. She's coughing and sick. Something in her chest.
Yeah, do you feel like there are people around her there with her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who's there surrounding her?
Just people coming in and out.
Oh, it sounds like maybe she has a good support system if people are coming in and out,
Mm-hmm.
checking on her. How is she feeling about her life? Sounds like it was a good life, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So why are you feeling sad? Just remember you can just be observing. You don't have to feel anything that she's feeling. Sounded like she had maybe a good life, happy family, you said. At least 2 kids we looked at.
Yeah, I came out of it, so I'm just looking at her.
Okay. Yeah, let's move past that life, move to the other side completely. You can look back at her and look back at that lifetime, and let's see what do you feel like is the purpose of that lifetime? What was the purpose of it? Was there anything to know or learn from the life?
It's like a happy family.
Yeah. Why does that cause you to feel what you're feeling?
Because I don't have that now.
Yeah, I thought maybe that was what you were thinking. I think sometimes people are shown that to be shown that you've had happy lifetimes, you've had wonderful lifetimes, and you can move into something in this lifetime that's better. You can find things that you're wanting to improve your life. Let's go ahead and move past that lifetime and allow those to go ahead and continue on. Just go ahead and move past it and let it go. And allow all of you as Christy to come back into your body. You're releasing that other part of you. And let's see about connecting to your high self. And with your high self, you call her Anara.
Mm-hmm.
You said you had received that name, Anara. That's very special that they've given you the name for your high self, because not everybody gets that. Let's go ahead and ask Anara if she would like to come in. I call her she. It feels like more of a feminine energy is what I'm feeling. I don't know what you feel.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah. So see if you can allow that energy to come in and see if Anara would like to answer some questions for you today. And just allow yourself to release the lifetime we're looking at. Release anything that you're feeling. Just bring yourself to a deep state of relaxation. Allowing yourself to connect to the highest place. Connecting to the highest white light. The highest part of you that loves you, cares for you, doesn't want anything from you. There isn't any agreement that this part helps you, so you've got to give anything back. It is a part of you. It's connected to the highest, most unconditionally loving part of Source, creation of all. Let's go ahead and allow that high self to come in, Anara. Is that something you feel and agree to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's here.
Okay, let's ask her if she'd like to talk about that lifetime, if there's anything she would like to say.
Mm. Nothing's coming to mind about it.
Let's see if there's anything she'd like to tell you about. So it was a lifetime where you were happy. You kept looking at these happy scenes all the way through it, playing on the beach as a child, and the wedding, you were happy, and then you're having your second child. I don't know, you may have had other children we didn't see, but you had maybe a 3-year-old and a baby, and you're rocking the child, feeding it. You said happy family.
Yeah.
People were around you when you were passing away. But it made you sad because you were feeling like you didn't have that in this lifetime. Is there something your high self can tell you to kind of bring some peace to that? And if not, we can go on to some other questions and maybe go back to it.
I just heard learning the differences and how one life can be that way and another life can be another way. It's just all learning and experience the connection with people. Sometimes deeper connection, sometimes not. Sometimes it's, like more time alone as well in lifetimes. So it's many things.
So, can she answer some questions about maybe improving this lifetime, like increasing your self-worth and your self-esteem in this lifetime that you're in now?
Mm-hmm.
So what can she say about that?
Doing more things that make me happy, that make me feel like the sun on my face, joy, just um exercise.
So, and feeling the sun on your face, like being outside.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably enjoy
Yeah.
doing your readings for people, doing that kind of thing, getting your business going more.
Yes. All
Yeah,
part of bringing me joy and being able to have freedom as well. I see like going outside in the sun and then holding my arms out like freedom, like a bird flew out of my chest or something like
that's
that.
nice. Well, now your son is grown and he's out of your house.
Mm.
So, can she help you to let go of that feeling that that's okay? That's okay to have him out of the house, that you deserve to have some time for yourself now?
She says, "You are ready."
That's great. Can she help expand on that? What are you ready for? It
Ready
just feels
for, ready to feel the sun on my face, ready for to have the time to do those things, to spend time just moving moving slowly too, not having to always do something
that's
for
great. That
someone
feels
else, you know?
Yeah, that feels so good. I mean, it feels good to me even to hear you say that, feel that energy. You can be doing for yourself, taking care of yourself and treating you like you deserve to be happy and take care of yourself, treat yourself well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and smile. So I see myself smiling.
Is she showing you kind of a
Me,
glimpse of what it's going to be like because you're seeing yourself smiling?
I see like interacting with a bunch of people, you know, like that I'm doing online and stuff too, but meeting them and doing new things like that.
That's nice. It's always nice when we meet people online, but it can be really nice as well seeing people in person, feeling that energy
Yeah.
and doing activities together, chatting in person.
Oh yeah, see meeting with Angie,
See,
driving
meeting
in
with
the car, like going to go eat, like doing something like that, just more freedom to do things.
you see meeting with me in person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Going to go eat with you, like just having more freedom to do more things that bring me joy.
that sounds great.
Yeah.
And you deserve that. Do you feel like you deserve that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about heartache, though. You actually wrote that twice in your questions, and you talk about if your high self can talk to you about why you've chosen dominant men and And you have some heartache, and you actually mentioned like a bird flying out of your chest. Is that releasing some of that heartache, releasing some of what you've been carrying around?
Um,
And maybe the bird wasn't even like heartache, maybe it was just releasing overall your stuckness, your lack of
yeah,
freedom.
yeah, bird was freedom.
Mhm.
Um, heartache.
Just maybe ask your high self to help you look back through your life, and there may be other lifetimes as well where you put up with things, you've chosen dominant men, you put up with um, maybe not having your power or giving your power away.
I think I need some guidance or something. She just not saying anything. I don't hear anything.
We can always go back to that as well. Let's look at the ET races that you worked with, because I'm kind of wondering if your high self knows more about that. Maybe your high self has more of a deep line of communication with the ET races. Can she give any information about that?
Hmm. What did you want to know?
What ET races have you worked with?
The whole room is full of them.
They're all around you now?
Yeah, I don't know who to. I
Oh
don't
my
know all their
goodness.
names. They're just behind me, like if I'm at a table and they're all
Yeah.
behind me.
Yeah, and I said I saw two of them when you were giving a reading to me a couple of days ago. And just maybe ask, maybe you can select one, or maybe one would like to step forward. Maybe one of them is dominant and stands out and says, hey, I want to step forward first, or maybe you can select one to give you some information.
The first one that came to mind was like a Pleiadian male, and he has like shoulder length blonde hair, like sandy blonde hair, and he has on everybody behind me. It looks like I'm on a ship, and everybody has on a white um coat, like
Mhm.
everybody has on that coat, and it's like I guess a council. I would say
Okay.
council. So
So
he's
there's
like a
like
council. He kind of looks like a lion too, a little bit.
the Lyrians, is that what they are?
Mhm.
Oh, so does he look like a couple of different races then? He looks Lyrian and something else?
Like Lyran and Pleiadian.
Oh, okay, nice. It's nice to hear when they're mixing their DNA, in my opinion. So, but there's some different races all around you, and they're on a council together.
Yeah, there's a white lion, there's mantis, there's grays, there's reptilian, there's blonde, there's brown hair. There's the whole room is like they're standing right next to each other, and it's like all the way back, like that many
It
that
sounds
I
like you have
see.
a lot of support around you. Are they there to support you? And
Yeah,
well, that's nice. If you feel like there's things
yeah,
you
'cause
haven't had in this lifetime, like you had that lifetime we looked at where you had the family, well, look at what you have now. You have all these ETs around you wanting to help you.
mhm.
How does that make you feel?
Supported.
Well, that's great.
Care. Support.
Just feels like they want to
Honor.
communicate with you. It feels very, I have this exciting feeling like they're very excited to want to communicate with you. Very happy and excited.
I see them sitting down at the table and they're all around in the back. So it's kind of like I feel like a leader, like their leader, or I've led all of them in different places. Yeah.
So you've had maybe other lifetimes where you've been the leader.
Yeah, this is other places that I've been one of them, what they look like, and then I would be their leader, but now I'm sitting there and it's still me, like so they feel connected to me, so they're coming to support.
Oh, that's great. Well, I'm glad you're feeling their support and that they care about you. About how many of them do you see? You said you saw many of them.
It's on like can't even see the end.
That's exciting.
It's like a tunnel, like if it's a airplane or something, or like an airport, like that the hall, like it's full all the way down. You can still see, so it's a lot.
I think maybe they're trying to show you just this extremely high level of support that you have to help you to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to see that lifetime where you had the physical contact with people and love and happy family, and then here you are here with all this extended support of ETs all around you. I think probably to help you through the rest of your life here, right?
Mm-hmm.
To help you to connect and learn and grow and help people with your readings and all of that, improve your life. Would any of them like to give you any other information, or would your high self like to give you any other information about them? And maybe about their purpose here with you, if they're going to assist you in any other way besides support?
I see my Lyran. He would be my father. He's like a lion, and his lion face, but like a body, like a humanoid body where he has a coat on, and he's standing behind me. And then my mother, she's really tall, she has brown hair, looks like a princess, almost like that, like in a yellow, like a yellow. I thought of like the Beauty and the Beast, kind of like that. But he's a
Right.
lion, looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're standing behind my chair, like I'm in the chair.
Well, it must feel good to have them there with you, right?
Yeah,
Are they
those
are
now.
they are they like a soul family or like an origin? Or
Yeah, it's my soul family, hmm like where I would originate.
uh-huh.
hmm
But then you have some other races there as well, it sounds like. Maybe are those, is that other races of other planets you've been on, other races that have helped you, or some kind of DNA that's mixed with yours before? What's that all about?
Yeah, it's making those
Making those what?
Not telling me this then. It's like I can go to those places, but I can't tell you how because it doesn't feel like it's a clone. It feels like it's aspects or something. Like it goes like a split. Maybe like the consciousness.
Are they starting to talk about the SSP? Are they talking about something else?
So this looks like it's pieces of my consciousness, Anara, taken out and then put in bodies that look like the races. Those where she is gonna be, because some of them are male, so different bodies, but with her consciousness, so she can experience all of that. And it goes both ways down, like so many layers, like a Christmas tree, looking that many aspects, or however you want to say.
So it's like she's the top, like the star on the tree, and then it just goes out really
Yeah,
far.
like oversoul or something.
Okay.
Like the oversoul or higher self, and then the rest are like pieces of her consciousness in different bodies.
So she's gone off into other planets then?
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
She's gone everywhere. It just sounds like you're probably a really old soul, like you've been around for a long time, right? With a lot of experiences.
I don't see how old. I don't see that.
Yeah, that's okay. Is there anything in particular they'd want to tell you about those lifetimes? Anything they'd like to pull out and show you or tell you?
It's like an accomplishment. It's what I feel it's being shown as, like an accomplishment to do all of this many life experiences. So many. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
You're like one of the masters, right? You've just had so many experiences.
Master?
Yeah. I say you're like one of the masters because you're like an old soul and you've experienced so much.
Mm.
Kind of like ascended master I say one of the masters is, and you've had so many experiences.
Mm-hmm.
You've mastered reincarnation or mastered experiences, mastered learning, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is there something that they can do or your high self can do to assist you with gaining back some power here in this lifetime? Sounds like you've kind of been through some negative stuff with some dominant men and with low self-worth and low self-esteem, that kind of stuff, heartache. Can they help you to see and realize your power and bring your power back after you see that you've done so much, you've had so many experiences?
Yeah. Feels like it's learning. It was all learning. Everything like that was all for learning of going through it and just keep going through it. Keep on. Don't give up. Don't give like even though there's it's all like a learning thing to accomplish or overcome those struggles. It's just like you you don't give up, you just keep on. You just keep going even though it's not always easy.
Can they help you to forgive people who have hurt you and forgive yourself?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, that's great. Because when you're forgiving others, you're not saying that you condone what they did. You're just letting it go within yourself, right?
Mhm.
Releasing it. Let's ask them to help you to heal and release and let go of everything. Bring your
Okay.
power back so that you can let people in.
Yeah.
Can we look at why you struggle to let people in? Is it because of these struggles that you've had? And
It's 'cause it's like a full, like I was full already. I had like enough, or like a jar or something that's full and can't fit anything else in.
uh,
So then nothing was gonna until I released it and let those things go or let the struggles go. Then I can like it's like a balloon, and now you're letting the air out of the balloon. It's like that.
so now you can let the people in now.
If I want to.
Yeah, and you can let people in who are, as far as men who are not dominant, you can let men in who build up your life and add something positive to your life.
I think that the dominant, it was needed to push me on, to push me to go, to do the things that was needed for learning.
Well, that's good. But are you ready now to learn in positive ways, like positive experiences? Because you can learn both ways. But it seems like it's time to have some fun, like you were talking about in the beginning,
Yeah.
joy and
Yeah,
yes,
learning is like doesn't sound fun no more. I just want to relax and just be free for a while, not have to, cuz learning feels like going back to school or something, like
yeah. Feels like work.
So, yeah, so just it's more healing just to be free, really.
But can they let you know if maybe you're going to find true love in this life? That could be learning in a positive way if you can find a positive, true love.
I don't know.
It
That
seems like
doesn't, I don't know. It's just the thing that's most important is doing like I see helping people with the readings, doing that, and because I feel the Reiki, the energy of that healing, and then going out in the sun, doing the things that I like to do, and being able just to go places. That's just experiencing life.
well, maybe it's important to fall in love with yourself, love yourself
Mhm.
more
Yeah,
first.
that's what that is loving. Self-love is putting myself, like, taking care of, it's not taking care, it's
You're valuing
just,
yourself.
yeah, it's doing the things that I enjoy. That's what love would feel like.
Let's talk a little bit about weight. You said you would be gaining weight. Why would you be gaining weight? Is a question.
Hmm. Just going back to another time. It looks like a time like being kept in a jail cell, starved.
Um, is it another lifetime or
Mm,
is it
yep.
something like the secret space program or
It's like it's like in that castle, a place like that.
what
It's like,
was the castle? Is that something we looked at a while back?
yeah, it's that. It's the ritual stuff being
Um,
put down in the dungeon and just put chained to the floor,
is it
starving.
rituals within the secret space program? Like the brothels or I'm not sure if I remember.
Mm-mm.
I have to
This is this feels different. Doesn't have that. This is a lifetime maybe of living like a slave or something.
okay. So you were down in a dungeon or something,
Yeah.
chained and
Mm,
starved.
yeah.
Were you a female or a male?
Female.
What were they using you for as a slave? What did you have to do?
Sex slave.
Yeah. So they just keep you down there chained up, or would they bring you up to the upstairs some, or
Mhm. Yeah, they put me down there, and then they were coming down there to get me, and I'm like, oh, frail looking. My hair's all messed up and stinky, like, so they take me up there and clean me up, and then it's like at a ritual. It looks like a ritual or something all the time. It's like like we was talking about the mothers of darkness, but this isn't. This is like permanently, like lifetime living this place.
Um, well, is it a lifetime, or is it like you're in a clone body and you are there for a lifetime because you're in a clone body?
I don't know the difference.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're young when you're there, like what we had talked about a long time ago?
Yeah, I can see that she lives there. With her parents. She lives there, and she was well, looks like she had like a happy childhood and nice clothes and a teddy bear like that, like she's holding her mom's hand. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
So are her parents still with her or not?
It doesn't seem. No, they're not. If they are, they're really old. Like they don't have anything to do. She seems like she was sold. Like she was sold to someone else when she got like a certain, like 14 or something.
So she had a happy childhood with her parents, and then she got to be about 14 and they sold her.
Uh, yeah, I can see she is moving, like they're taking her out at the house.
They're
And
taken
she's
out of.
she's like being taken in a car, and she's not wanting to go, and her parents are watching her in the car, like them take her away. It's like then they kissed, blew her a kiss and waved bye.
Well, let's look back before she leaves and look at why she's leaving, why her parents are agreeing to that, and why she's leaving.
It's it's like a generation they do this. It's like they're just like cold. They're cold. They don't. There's no emotion to that. That's just what. That's what they do when they have. She's had other sisters and brothers, and they do
So
that
they have the children and then they sell the children.
at different ages too. The little boy looks like he's like 5, and he's leaving. Like there was a party, and then he was dressed in a tuxedo looking, and then they take him.
Wow.
So they just do that. They have, and then they're just gone. There's no emotion.
So it's kind of like a puppy mill for kids. They're just having kids to sell them off.
It's what they do. It's like a royalty feeling family.
Uh-huh. So they sell them off and sell them into some sort of slavery, into whatever the person wants. So the person buys you or buys your
Mm.
siblings and just does what they want with you.
Yeah, they will own, a new person will own and can do whatever.
Wow. So do you know what's happening when you get sold off? Do you know that you're going to go into a situation where they can just do whatever they want with you?
It feels like seeing a man now there that's older, and he's like, say, grooming her,
Uh-huh.
like, just like it's like he's flirty with her, but he's older, but she's going with him because of how he's talking to her.
Is that she's going with him? Is that after she's sold off, or was he grooming her before she was even sold off?
Yeah, he's coming to those parties before and talking to her, and then when she leaves with him, then that's the first time she leaves with him.
Mhm.
So I think before he was just meeting her, seeing like if he wanted like a kind of like a kind of like he had to see the product or something like that.
Yeah. So he meets her, spends some time with her, and then he purchases her.
Hmm.
And then he takes her away. You go off in the car. So you know what's going to happen then. You know you're just going to go and do whatever they want with you, right?
Yes, it feels like she feels this scariness when he's driving away, because she looks back and sees her parents waving by.
So does she understand she's not coming back, that this guy's just going to take her
Hmm.
and do whatever he wants with her?
It's like she's told that he'll take care of her now.
Mm. Do you want to see what happens next, or you know that you end up in a dungeon, right? Or downstairs.
Oh, at first, it's not like that. At first, it's like she's older when she's done in the dungeon.
Oh,
So she's lived there a while.
well, what happens at first then when he first gets her there?
It's just like she's moving in. It's just kind of feel tense all of a sudden.
Yeah, just allow yourself to be an observer. You don't have to re experience anything. You don't have to look at anything you don't want to look at.
Kind of
Yeah.
like looking at the movie Annie just now, where she's looking around, just being shown all this nice stuff or however, but then it's slowly is not feeling right, it's men coming in and saying things, and she can't do anything about it.
They like saying sexual things to her.
Touching her, like just, and the man who bought her is right there when they're doing that, so he's like showing her off. And she thought that he was gonna take care of her, but he's not really taking care of her.
So did she think he was going to be like a dad or like a husband or what?
Yeah, kind of like a, I guess, I want to say a boyfriend, or not a husband, not a dad, just kind of someone that will take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like 9.
Oh, she's 9. Okay, I thought you started by saying she's about 14.
Later she is like that. She's,
Yeah. Oh, so she's 9. So she's very young. So does he start
yeah.
by having sex with her and then passing her around to the others kind of thing, or?
No. Yeah, that's happening with him, and with the men that he's showing her, showing that that's meeting her. Then they get to go. It's like a gifter, like a gift, and then she comes back. And this happens all the time.
So he gifts her to somebody so they can go have sex with her and then she comes back kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
How
To
does she?
old men.
Mm. Is he a lot older to her than her as well, or is he not as old as those other men who come over?
He looks like he's like 40. The
But
men
he's,
are all different ages, but a lot of them are older.
do you see anybody that you recognize there that you'd want to say their names, or like anybody that you recognize the energy?
I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone. They all remind me of like movie stars or something.
Yeah. Well, we know some of those have been in the news, or some famous people. So, what happens so he gifts you off to these other people? Does he get money from that, or does he just gives you off for no reason?
Favors. He gets favors.
He gets favors. What kind of favors do they do for him?
positions.
Work positions or money positions?
Everywhere, wherever he's, all these places he has like it's like a investment or council or places like clubs, like a men's club or something, to where you could get positions of where you just, so no one can, like, no one will touch it, no one can touch you in that way, like high up position. Oh, this looks like it is not just, I just looked at the man's face, and it's like I just saw like George Bush right there for some reason. That's maybe a different version though, like when he's really young looking.
Is he the man who owns you, or is that just someone who's there visiting?
The one who owned me right there is, but he doesn't have glasses on, and he looks a little bit different, like his hair. He's more taller or something, but it's him.
Which George Bush is it?
The senior.
Yeah. Do you feel like he looks younger, like you said, about 40 or so? Do you feel like you're in a different reality or a different lifetime or what?
It's another reality, life reality.
Does it feel like it's in the secret space programs or some sort of a program or just another reality?
A reality.
Yeah. Do you see anybody else you recognize now that might be a power now that you've recognized him?
I do see his wife now.
Is it the
She
same?
looks younger.
Okay, so it's the same wife he has here on Earth and in this reality we're in.
Hmm.
So if it's a different reality, is it like a parallel reality?
I want to say like a pocket.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask too.
But I can't explain what a pocket is. Guess it's like a subversion or something, or like a branch off of something.
Yeah. So you see him and
Oh
you see
yeah.
her. Do you
So
see
it would be
anybody?
a clone. This is like clones made in these pocket realities. So these are like clones that are taken into pocket realities to experience things. So it's,
So
yeah.
so they have part of your consciousness there in the clone.
Mhm.
But it's not like in the secret space program. It's just a
Mm-mm.
stealing of your consciousness.
It's a reality, like reality.
So it's a different reality, maybe like a pocket reality and a clone. Did they steal part of your consciousness or did you give it away? How did they get it?
Yeah, it's taken. It's taken from like from the main conscious.
From like your high self area, from up high?
This is from the consciousness in this, as in this reality, and this earth is
Okay.
me.
Well, is there some way to get it back, to bring it back to you? Kind of like a retrieval of something that belongs to you that was taken. You didn't give permission for, right?
Mm. I don't know if he said he owns it, so it's. He said, I own you.
Yeah, but if it was taken from you, how can he own you? Let's ask him that.
He just doesn't want, he doesn't talk to me. He just
Okay.
turned away.
See if we can connect with your high self and see if your high self can give any information about it, about how he can just take it. See what Anara says. Can we do that?
Mm-hmm.
So let's ask Anara, how can he take that part of you and say he owns it?
It's like a piece of the consciousness. So it's I can't.
You
I don't
can't
know.
what?
She's not showing me how she can close that out. She's not showing me what because it's like a piece of me in this lifetime in my mind that has that information and memory of. So to close it out has to be done kind of slowly, a little bit at a time. Like I think she's working on that. Close it.
Well, that's good. Can we ask her if there are any other of these realities or pocket realities, whatever they're called, that a part of you's been taken that can be closed out? So it sounds like a very negative, dark reality.
Some of them have completed.
Are there some of them in places like in the secret space programs?
Mm-hmm.
Super
Mm-hmm.
soldiers, all
Yep.
of those kind of programs.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything she'd want to show you
Show me.
as far as or tell you around the secret space programs, super soldiers, all of those programs? Anything she'd want to tell you or show you about where you've been, what you've done? And we can work to close whatever out that can be closed out.
It looks like a crown on your head, and then there's like jewels sticking up. You know how that would look like a crown like that, and then each one of those jewels holds a reality. So there's that many, and some of them are closed, but there's so many. I don't know which one. there's many secret space because some of them aren't as long of a time. Is there, I don't know what you're wanting to look at though, because there's too many to look at.
Yeah, there's like they take you for a long time into different situations, don't they? Is there something prominent that's sticking out? Did they take you as a child?
Yeah.
Let's look there and see about how old you were when they took you.
5.
Five. And is it kind of like what people call a 20 and back, even though it could be less, and some people think it could be more? Was it that kind of thing, where like a 20 and back?
It's like being 5 years old in the middle, and then all the branches down, or however, are pieces of the consciousness, or pieces of it like cloned out. And then, or pieces of just the consciousness. And then another piece of the consciousness on down. So it's like on down and then down another layer. So it's like, so I don't know how long, if it's clones created of that consciousness, but it's like it's many of those all over the place.
So they just kept splitting you off over and over.
It's like they have like a consciousness on a computer chip, and then they copy the computer chip and sell it, or however.
Is there anything that stands out to look at? So they took you when you were a child. Did they use you for like psychic abilities? What was something important to look at? Is there anything important to look at that they did? Like there could have been psychic abilities, or could have been some sort of training that seemed like military training. Is there something that you'd want to drop down into and look at and get some information? And it could be some information that could help you in this life.
I just feel the psionic abilities with my mental, with my mind, with using my mind to, looks like a laser coming out of my third eye, like that, like a laser going in whichever direction I look. So it's like whatever I direct it to, and then tell it what to do.
And then what does the laser do? You can tell the laser what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it
You
do?
can manifest. So just tell it, and then it will focus on those images of what I want to see, and then it will create that.
Was that something you were doing to help the ones who took you?
They use that for different ways. For opening up like a portal. For going into the portal there with my mind. So it's remote viewing in a way to where I could see it's like an image appears in the air when I'm looking of the place. That kind of work.
Is there anything else that stands out to you in the programs? Any other program you were in that stands out?
Which one?
How about as a honeypot or an assassin? Do you have any memories of that?
Yes, many times.
For which
Many.
one?
The honeypot assassin.
Yeah.
That's what connected with George Bush Sr. right there.
Oh. Were you taken and put in clone bodies to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Were
Mm-hmm.
you in like young women clone bodies or what?
A little kid, like the 5-year-old.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can ask your high self, Anara, to assist with releasing any energy around the things we've looked at there.
Yeah, because I feel tense in my back.
Yeah, let's ask her to assist to release it. Release anything held within the physical body here that you brought back with you. And ask her to continue assisting with bringing back parts of your consciousness that's been taken from you, because he does not own those parts. Even though he says he does, he doesn't have that power over you. It kind of reminds me of your question about why you like dominant men. There
Mm-hmm.
he is in that other reality trying to dominate you.
Yeah, that's I dismiss it as no big deal in a way, because I'm kind of used to dealing with him, so it's kind of what I'm used to, I guess.
Yeah, let's dismiss those men from now on, and anybody who tries to dominate you. Just take your power. You have a right to your body and your mind, your spirit, your soul. We were talking about Britney Spears right before we got on, and you had some sadness about something. Is there anything to look at around Britney Spears, or around why you felt sad when you first got on? Maybe there's something to release that's connected to what we looked at today and what we talked about today.
Because it's being trapped and manipulated and tricked and never free.
So what's being trapped? Your consciousness or yourself or what? What is it?
It just looks like when you was talking about that before, how you saw me in the dumb next to Britney Spears.
Uh-huh.
And so it looks like there's a bunch of empty bodies of her and me at like 16, but it's like a model version of something that what men desire, you know? And so with her, it looks like she has like the pigtails, you know, like something like that kind of a body, like 16. So we look like that, like a 16-year-old kind of innocent, kind of gullible, you know, like a whole bunch of those. And then they just they remake them and then abuse them, and then they're like put in a shredder or something, and then they get another one, you know, and then take the conscious out and then put it in another one. But it's almost like it's like you feel it, like when going through the shredder or something. It's like you can feel that, like the blades and stuff cutting you.
Oh, wow.
It's like an assembly line, and they lay the body on there, and then it just dumps into like a shredder.
So they're doing that while you still have consciousness, while you still have feeling in the body.
It's it's still feeling in there, but I think they've removed, because it's just an empty vessel. They're shredding, but it's still. I don't know when they take it, at what point.
Yeah. It just sounds horrible.
Mm.
So do you feel real connected to Britney Spears? It sounds like you were maybe trauma bonding or twin trauma
Mm.
bonding, something like that. You were going through the same thing.
We just have, it's like not really that. There's no connection. It's just I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can ask your high self Anara to assist in the ET races that you're working with to assist with healing and bringing back your power and bringing back your consciousness, breaking any cords, ties, links, any controls, anything that's holding you there, anything that's allowing them to keep you there, whether it's Bush or anybody else.
It's just a factory. That's all. That it's like if it was a shoe factory or something producing, and it's sent out, but it's sent out and then to do a job and then sent back. Something like that.
Yeah, you're just treated like you're not important at all to them, right? Except to satisfy their needs and what they want.
It's just like like a doll, like a doll.
Yeah.
But it's programmed to be like a uppity kind of peppy cheerleader kind of peppy, because that's what all of them like.
Yeah. They want someone young and peppy and happy.
Mhm.
Is there anything else to know about it before we
Mm-mm.
just move away from it?
Mm-mm.
Well, let's ask your high self, Anara, if there's anything else that she'd want to share with you today. Anything else to share, anything else to heal around your questions, or anything else that she'd like to share or heal around that we have not talked about today.
Looks like they're working on healing all of these things, closing them out. Looks like they're trying to close them out slowly. Like not all of them can be closed all the way right away.
Takes a little time.
For the to pull out of that experience or reality, you have to do it slowly. They're working on it.
Are they going to work on it over the next few days or a couple of weeks or?
I don't see a time.
Yeah, and that's okay because you've had a lot of time there, so it may take a little time to come out, but it seems like you've come a long way. They've showed you what things are going to be like. You're going to be having joy. You're out in the sun, being active and free. Is there anything else for them to tell you today? Or are they ready to go back to where they came from for now, but always stay where you can connect easily to them?
They stay there this whole time. They don't. They've always been watching all of them. So it's like they're watching a movie of all of this.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So,
Seems like things are improving in the world now. There's a lot of people waking up to things like the secret space programs and some other traps that are going on here. So maybe that's a huge thing for the consciousness as a whole that people are waking up and realizing.
mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like there's more people doing this, viewing their life like this and seeing all the things, and seems like it's a checkpoint or something.
Oh, waking up to all of this or what?
Like reviewing is a checkpoint. That's some kind of a checkpoint. When
Hmm.
you're when a like a life review or something.
Oh, it's kind of like a life review while we're in this lifetime.
Mhm.
So maybe so that we can go on to a higher level of existence.
Mhm. Changes.
Is there any kind of message or information they'd want to give to people just in general about SSP or about Earth or anything else?
Just, I mean, everybody has family like this, like the Star family and all these helpers. Everybody has this if they want to see it. Someone don't want to see it.
Yeah. Are they kind of afraid to connect to it? Or are they just too caught up in Earth? What's going on?
I think the program, some things are still programmed, keeping them from seeing. It's like they're still locked in on some things. So, and sometimes it's not like they don't, it's not something even that they even think about.
Oh, so they're programmed to just be asleep to it, not even think
Maybe,
about it.
yeah, just to have the experience over without knowing of anything else.
Well, so some people may stay like that, and some people may really start to wake up. I think anybody who's watching this kind of a session are really um, waking up to the truth, probably.
I guess it's their decision.
That's their decision.
Hmm.
Well, let's see, is there anything else they would like to close out with to tell you before we just come out of the session?
Just my Lyran father and mother still there, just
Is there any,
supporting me. They just feel real proud, like a proud of me, of the experiences, because they kind of stay there for support, as because they have to like hold that end up or something. So it was like volunteer to do this, all of this. So it was because not everybody really wanted to do this. And
so
it was,
they're telling you you volunteered to come here?
yeah, I I stepped up.
So you volunteered to do this,
I
and
said I
so
will, because nobody else was saying that they will do it, so they asked if I wanted to, and then I thought about it, and then I decided yes, because it feels like it was something that would be an honor to the family, to my family, to the lion and my Lyran family. Like it's some kind of ceremony will happen when, I guess it would be after this life, I guess. I don't know when, maybe probably this after this lifetime, I guess.
yeah,
Something like that.
it sounds like you've gone through a lot in this lifetime, being pulled off into the pocket realities and everything, plus everything
Yeah.
you've gone through in this lifetime.
So some of these things can't close out until the life is over.
Mhm.
So when the life is over, then those things will close. But some of them will keep on going until the life is over. Some of them close out certain, some of them already closed. Some of those altars or realities. It's multiple things.
Let's ask your high self and let's ask your ET family to assist with your healing and release, bringing back your consciousness as much as possible, assisting you to move more into that state of joy, state of happiness, feeling complete. Can we do that today?
Mm-hmm.
And let's go ahead and begin to come back completely into your body. Where you're there in Oklahoma, it's 9:50 p.m. It's Friday, December 6th, 2024. It's coming back into your body. And as I count to 5, you'll come more into your body. 1, you're starting to feel yourself breathing a little faster, your blood circulating more. 2, you're coming up nicely, grounded back. 3, completely grounded back into your body. 4, your blood is really circulating. You can move around because you've been sitting there for almost 2 hours. And then 5, you're completely back in your body, grounded, able to hear the sounds very clearly in the room, outside the room. Just back here on earth, living as Christy Campbell. Do you want to talk about the experience for a few minutes before we log off of the live?
I don't really know what to say right now. I just kind of probably log off because I'll talk to you without it on right now.
Yeah, it can be pretty overwhelming. So I think maybe we'll go ahead and log off, and then if you want to, we can talk another day. That's what I've done sometimes with people that I've had in person. We'll talk for a few minutes and then we talk another day.
Yeah.
So again, this is Angie, and this would be a Beyond Quantum Healing session because we're doing it online, which I feel like is pretty much the same as the Dolores Cannon QHHT sessions. And I'll have my website in the description and my contact information. And then Christy Campbell also does readings, and we'll add her information to the description as well. So thank you for listening and watching, and it's always fun to see something live and as it's unfolding. Thanks.